Dear Boomers, today I return to a topic that I have discussed before on this channel. It has to do with ageism in the healthcare system here in America. We do have a very high rate of ageism in this country. That is hard to miss, particularly the more aware that you are. So it affects our well-being, and it affects the way doctors diagnose or misdiagnose us, and we need to be aware of it. So ageism is a subtle yet pervasive form of discrimination that often flies under the radar because it's such an accepted form of attitude towards us. In this video, we will explore the truth about ageism, especially how it impacts your health and what you can do to protect yourself from its negative effects. Ageism can be especially harmful when it manifests in the healthcare system, leading to, as I said, misdiagnosis, undertreatment, overtreatment. But when we understand how ageism operates, it can empower you to advocate for better care and ultimately to protect your health. Ageism is defined as prejudice or discrimination on the grounds of a person's age. It's often directed at older adults and can influence everything from workplace decisions to the quality of the health care that you receive. In healthcare, ageism can show up as doctors assuming your symptoms are simply because of your age, or that it's based on the fact that you are aging. And it dismisses, doctors can dismiss your concerns. They can fail to explore all the treatment options available to you because of your age. And this can lead to reduced quality of care. It can lead to unnecessary suffering and even shorter life expectancy. Research shows that ageism has direct consequences on your health. A few key areas affected are your physical health, and it can lead to inadequate health care. Studies show that older adults often receive less aggressive treatments for serious conditions like cancer or heart disease. Doctors may assume that certain treatments will not benefit you just because of your age. Now, of course, the treatment options are things that can be refused if you do not want those treatments, but they should be offered to you as an option to what you decide is best for yourself. Now, ageism can affect your mental health because constant exposure to negative stereotypes can lead to feelings of worthlessness, depression, and social isolation. This not only diminishes your quality of life, but it can also exacerbate physical health conditions. And ageism can affect your longevity because a study by Yale University found that older adults with negative attitudes towards aging lived on average 7.5 years less than those with positive attitudes about aging. And ageism can literally shorten your life span by offering stress and discouraging healthy behaviors, and reduces access to proper care. Why does this happen in healthcare in particular? Because the doctors of today are not really taught how to take care of older people. Older adults often are sidelined when it comes to healthcare because of the time pressures of healthcare professionals. They are often rushed and they make snap judgments based on your age alone. And that is because they're not educated about people who have grown older and their healthcare needs. And they might assume that certain symptoms are just a part of aging rather than taking the time to thoroughly investigate the root cause, which is very important for all of our illnesses. What is the root cause? What happened when something happened to me, or before it happened? What was I thinking, and how was I feeling? So, as a result, doctors are not equipped to treat aging patients with the full range of medical options. And then there's a societal bias against older people. Ageist stereotypes are embedded in culture, in commercials, in the movies, and many of us have been conditioned to view aging as a decline, which affects how many healthcare professionals view older patients. The bias leads to a lack of proactive care. So, how can this impact our overall well-being? Well, if there's a delayed diagnosis and treatment, and by assuming that certain symptoms are just normal for your age, doctors may overlook critical warning signs of conditions like heart disease, dementia, cancer. They might just say, well, it's common for people to have dementia. It's common for people to forget stuff. Well, I think we forget stuff all through our lives, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you are on a decline. And then there's inappropriate treatment plans. They are often prescribed. Older adults are often overprescribed medications or given treatments that do not align with their specific health needs, which goes to the point of how older Americans or older people have cabinets full of medicines, pharmaceutical medicines, and often doctors do not go over each and every one of those medicines to decide interactions and what might be causing dementia. Too much medicine. And this can lead to, all these medicines can lead to dangerous side effects and complications. But if we talk to our doctors and point it out that we feel that we're taking too many medicines, would they kindly go through it with that in mind? They will, and or the nurse will. And ageism can cause emotional distress, and it might make you feel invisible and undervalued, leading to anxiety, depression, and even a reluctance to seek medical help when it's needed. Now, how can we combat healthcare, ageism in healthcare in America, especially because in other countries they respect their elders more so than we do here? So it's very important to be your own advocate. You need, and I know that doctors are funny about, well, I looked it up on the internet. Well, sometimes you have that. It's where we do our research on Google. You ask questions, demand thorough explanations, and never, ever hesitate to get a second opinion if you feel like you need one. You have a right to understand your health options and be an active participant in your treatment plan. And it's also important to stay informed. Educate yourself about common health conditions that do affect older adults and the best treatments available. And this knowledge will help you challenge assumptions and ask for the care that you need. Now, it's also important for older people to have a strong support system, have family members and caregivers or friends accompany you to your appointments if needed, and they can help advocate on your behalf and ensure that your concerns are taken seriously. And you can demand better care. In other words, if you feel that you're being dismissed or stereotyped due to your age, speak up. Well, we do know how to speak up in our as we get older. That's one thing that happens. Doesn't happen necessarily when we're young, but as we get older, we speak up. And ageism as a form of discrimination, we see it and we challenge it. So, finally, one of the most powerful ways to combat ageism is to embrace a positive view of aging. Embrace it, love every minute of the last years of your life. Have gratitude for everything that you have learned, and realize what you have learned is valuable to younger people. Share it with them. Shift your mindset to one of vitality, growth, and resilience. This is so important. So when you take control of your own aging process, it not only boosts your mental health, but also challenges the stereotypes that other people may hold. It's your life. Own it, live it, and enjoy the present moment, which is now. There's going to be a video that shows up right here. Take a look at it, and I will see you tomorrow.